The freshman Cavaliers take on the Atlee Raiders. A drizzle in the air at the Clover Hill High School field, which hosts this Thursday night matchup. Atlee bobbles the opening kickoff, but still managed to get a good return with Derek Godwin and Kyle Graves in on the stop for the Cavs. Clover Hill stopped the Raiders cold on their possession, but a good run went bad for the Cavaliers, and the Raiders would take over on a Clover Hill fumble. The Atlee offense again had little for the Cavaliers' defensive line. M.J. Lutton, Michael Armstrong, Josh Bethea, Jaron Gross, Kenton Friend, and others making stops against the Raiders on their drive. Nice takedown behind the line of scrimmage there. Dante Artis made a 20-yard return on the punt, but the gain was called back on a Cavalier penalty. But that wouldn't hold back the Cavs or Artis long, as the Clover Hill offense drove downfield on the pass from Craig Sprouse to Artis, and then Sprouse hits Armstrong for a Clover Hill first down, and the Cavaliers are moving downfield as the first quarter closes. The Raiders' defense took control at that point, and the Cavaliers turned over on downs. But Atlee only went backwards, and after deflecting the punt, the Cavaliers' offense came back out and made their way into the end zone on the keeper by Sprouse, who took it in around the left side. And Cameron McCarthy puts the extra point up and through, and Clover Hill now has a 7-point advantage. Atlee's offense could just not gain any real ground against the stops by Brian Stith, the unknown number 74, Jaron Gross, who made many stops behind the line of scrimmage this night, and the whole defense was playing it tough and forcing the Raiders to punt it away once again. Sprouse adds to his rushing total with a 17-yard run. Bethea gaining yardage on a reception as well, and then Armstrong takes the catch to inside the 10-yard line. Dante Artis drove it close to the goal. Time in the half was running out, and the Raiders were holding at the goal line, but Sprouse found the hole up the middle, and it was another Cavalier touchdown. With the McCarthy's extra point, the Cavs looked to take a 14-point lead into halftime. Atlee would not let that happen, and on the ensuing kickoff, the Titans' return man goes 75 yards for a Raiders touchdown, and the Cavalier advantage is cut to 8 after the Raiders failed on their extra point attempt. Coach Fowle a little displeased with the lapse of Cavalier focus in the final seconds of the half, and the teams headed to halftime break and came back out for the remaining 2 quarters of play. The coach's words of encouragement for the offense must have worked. They quickly moved down the field. Sprouse hitting Armstrong, Dante Artis adding yardage, and then Sprouse takes the ball on the run twice, the second time breaking the goal line for another Clover Hill touchdown. McCarthy's extra point attempt was blocked, and the Cavalier advantage was 14 points with the Raiders set to receive. The Atlee offense still had its problems working against the Cavaliers on the ground. Kyle Martin in on the stop here as Coach Fowle gets ready to call in the next play. The Raiders were finding some success in the air, which opened up the Clover Hill defenses enough to help make room for their running game. Chad Hallman here stopping the big running back from breaking it into a big play. Michael Armstrong, A.J. Styles, and Dante Artis all made stops against the Raiders, but the Atlee offense kept advancing. Kyle Martin, Armstrong, and others on the Clover Hill defense were not ready to give up a rushing touchdown. So as the game went into the fourth quarter, the Raiders went back to the air, this time to score, with 4 Cavalier defenders left stunned in the end zone. Atlee's 2-point conversion attempt was stopped short, and the Cavaliers were not done offensively just yet. First, Sprouse would run right, then left to get the Clover Hill drive moving in the right direction. Dante Artis would tack on more yards with the run off a nice block by A.J. Styles, and the coach kept putting in the right plays. Then Sprouse finds Artis downfield to give the Cavaliers another first down on the drive. Then it's Sprouse getting blocks from his offensive line. TJ Garnett, Andy Inman, Peyton Grider, everyone making a great play as Sprouse puts another one into the end zone for a Cavalier touchdown. That sealed the deal as the Cavalier defense held off all attacks by Atlee's offense in the final 6 minutes of the game, and the Cavaliers win 26-12 over the Raiders of Atlee.